I get the impression from the top down, the Bills are doing everything they can to avoid shining a light on the fact that Josh Allen just couldn't get it done. Firing McDermott today. McDermott came out after the game. I thought it was actually somewhat embarrassing. I'm up here for Buffalo, and that's not right. It's like, guys, you had ample opportunity to win that game. Yep. I get it was a controversial interception in overtime. I get it, and everyone sees it differently. Should have been a catch, should have been an interception.
Still could have won the game.
Should have won the game. Should have won the game. Up 24-3, charging. They settle for a field goal. He missed, I think it was Palmer in the flat. Might have been Cook. That could have been a touchdown. Certainly moved the chains. Underthrew it. In regulation, awful throw to Knox. Dawson Knox cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. They defer. The Broncos go 3 and out. He can't score.
Yeah.
Like, he can't even get him into field goal position. And all we said last week, and I have been the biggest booster of this guy's club.
You have been.
No one has pumped Josh Allen's tires more than I have. It's him, McDavid, Ohtani. Those are the 3 most entertaining athletes in pro sports. I love watching him play. I love him as a player. He seems like a great guy, easiest guy to root for. I'm rooting for the Bills. I want to see him do well. All we said last week, collectively, not just myself, if the Bills can put this guy in a position to win, he'll get it done for them. They did it. It wasn't the defense. It wasn't McDermott. It wasn't special teams. They gave him the ball multiple times, and he couldn't get the job done.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I think under all of this, McDermott stinks, Brandon Beane stinks, defense, there's got to be a whispering in the back of the minds of every Bills fan, what if he's not clutch? What if he doesn't have the clutch gene?
Well, guess what's happening next year, Brian? Joe Burrow's going to get off the mat. You never know what the hell he's going to do one year. Lamar's going to get up off the mat. You never know what he's going to have up his sleeve. And the biggest boogeyman of all time might get off the mat, and Patrick Mahomes, and say, I might go on a run and win 3 more in a row.
Exactly.
So it was just like it was sitting right there. And I don't know. You had to have known when McDermott was talking like that, I'm sticking up for Buffalo. That was just like begging to keep his job. Almost.
Yeah.
Like he knew it was. He knew he was going to get canned.
Where do you guys fall on the call? Because a lot of different, like you say, Hayes, a lot of differing opinions. Sitting with Gord Miller last night, he explained it. I thought he laid it out perfectly. That the call got right, and I guess, but you get a lot. Is this the right call? I mean, outside
Jamie,
of
I'm kind of with Brian. What Brian just said. It's like, okay, like. Whatever the call is, maybe you got jammed or you got just absolutely robbed on the call. It's like the only way I can describe it doesn't even sound kind of right. It's like you still could have won the game a different way, where it was
exactly.
This is not a factor.
I agree. 100%.
I don't know. It's just if everyone in Buffalo is just going to cling to that and say we got jobbed again, and now all the jobbings in Buffalo are just coming all out. We got screwed
the
with.
Same.
Well, it's just like just force the issue and make it a non-negotiable thing where you're going to win the game and crush the other team, and just get rid of any chance of a call like that affecting it. I don't know.
That's why I asked, because we're outside of Buffalo. We know what people in Buffalo feel, but I thought Buffalo was going to win. I thought they were going to win like it all. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl. I really did feel like this was their year. And it was because of one guy. We kept saying, Josh Allen, this is the year. The pathway's there. But I'm just trying to look at it from a non-emotional situation. Like, was that the right call? Seems like it. I don't know. I mean, I don't have.
I thought what was interesting, Noodles, was the review was so quick for a moment so monumental. For them not to take their time and review it longer was very surprising to me. I don't know about you guys, but we were in a room of 15 people. And we're like, all right, they're reviewing it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, my God, Knicks is back out there. Like the offense is out there and they're moving. That was surprising to me to an extent. The way it was explained, and Luke will explain it more in an hour. You got to get through the ground, so to speak. You got to land on the ground. It's still a fight. Credit to the Broncos player. They still had to go down the field. It was effectively a punt. They still had to make it down the field and still kick a field goal. And it's not all on Josh Allen. That's not what I'm suggesting. But it certainly wasn't all on Sean McDermott. And the thing is, with McDermott being fired today, it's an example of what we talked about with the Packers and LaFleur. And LaFleur is going to stay. That's what it sounds like. When you keep knocking on the door, when do you make the change and say, we have to change for the sake of it because we got to find someone else that can maybe get us over the hump? I understand that. I get that, and I think that's the reasoning here. keeping the GM and the architect of the team that was weaker than past years, I find a bit surprising. Brandon Beane not only stays, he gets promoted in Buffalo, but who are you going to get? Because it is a fork in the road, right? Like prior to McDermott, the Bills were the Jets. That's what they were. They went to the playoffs in 99, and then they didn't get back there until 2017. They went 18 years without the playoffs. Now, you could argue the reason they started making it back to the playoffs was because of Josh Allen, sure. And you could argue the reason McDermott stayed as long as he did is because of Josh Allen. I get it. And Allen's still here. But you better get the guy right. You know, you better hire the next guy, and he better be right. Because if it's the wrong guy, you got to start going the wrong way. And Allen's not getting young, and the way he plays, he can't play like this for the next 10 years. I don't think he's got a window like other quarterbacks. Brady had a window of 25 years because he sat in the pocket and he used his head.
Never got touched. Yeah.
It never exactly. He sat in the pocket. He never moved, and he just dissected every defense he played.
This guy's running all over the place.
Exactly.
And
he's not
people.
going to do this at 37, 38, 39. I don't think he can. I think he's got like a 5-year window, just still an eternity in pro sports, but you better get this next guy right, and you better surround him with the right pieces.
You don't think John Harbaugh is like just kicking himself?
I know, he's in New York right now. Like, hi, how are you, Jackson Dart?
Wow,
Great
hold
to
on
meet
a second. 40 sheets, though? Was 20 sheets a year, wasn't
20
it? 20
sheets. I think Buffalo, old Terry Pagula might have been willing to pay that kind of money. And I don't know if Harbaugh would have been the right guy. Like, we'll see. But, man, it's crushing. You know what's been shocking to me is the reaction from Bills fans, and this is purely anecdotal, guys that I know and people that I've come across, even here at TSN, like almost celebrating. Got what we wanted. McDermott's out. I'm like, didn't you want to win? You didn't want to win. Like, the path is wide open for you. Denver, you beat Denver, you're going to New England. You see,
I had talked to one Bills fan, and I think they said this to me, and I won't mention any names who this Bills super fan is.
Carlisle.
I thought he wanted him to lose last week.
Yes.
He's like, I'm so pissed off that they won. Now we got to see this coach again.
They
wanted to lose last week.
People in
so
Buffalo
they could gas the coach. They're so sick of McDermott. Because
that's the thing.
I don't know.
They believe that McDermott was the problem. That's basically what
more or less.
Bills fans are laying it. Now, Tomlin, would he be a?
Maybe. I mean, I don't. He's similar to McDermott though. Like McDermott's a raw, defensively minded coach. That's like Tomlin. It's kind of like what Harbaugh represents. Like I think they're going to go offensive. I think they're going to change the way they play offensively. They're going to lean into a more of a modern, offensively minded coach, progressive coach. That's
what
where the
about
whole league.
Stinky little Mike McDaniel.
I was just going to say, what about the goggles?
Too cold, man. Too cold. I
Imagine
know
how cold that little weasel would be up there.
he couldn't do it. Like he could be your offensive coordinator. I think that'd be a great hire, right? If you can get him in as your OC and put him upstairs in that new stadium, it's great.